MbL versus DogAo. Game number 1 of this best of 7 decider. Now, if you check Wikipedia, my man, MbL is actually 8-1 in his career against DogAo, and the only series that DogAo beat him in was a 3-2, best of 5. I checked that yesterday, so
right.
Yep.
Yeah,
in Hidden Cup, in the final game, there was a very long one. One of the most memorable, almost 2 hours in-game time, if I remember correctly.
Sick.
So, it's quite a task for DogAo to be able to beat MbL. This is Empire Wars, which I don't think they've matched up on before in a big event. Like even Red Bull 5, I don't know if they matched up against each other. So we'll see what DogAo can do.
I know that DogAo couldn't perform that well in Red Bull because I think because of Corona regulations, he had to be there like 5 days early.
In the hotel.
Yeah, and didn't have a PC there, so like everyone was triad practicing, playing 8 hours. Remember, some people even boot camping, and DogAo was basically like, watching hotel TV.
Wait, there's a team that had a boot camp?
Yeah, My Insanity.
My Insanity, right.
Oh, sounds like a good team.
See, I was trying to lure it in, Nilly, because you never miss an opportunity to say that you had a good record at that boot camp against your team.
Oh, now that you say.
I
even set up before that I wanted to ask, like, why Daniel wasn't at Red Bull 5.
Oh, because you kicked him out?
Oh, did I?
Did I?
Actually, I didn't know when I started the sentence. I actually initially thought that, like, I was surprised. Like, he had to be a deep run. Like, what happened? He's so good. But I know that we had, like, 3 10-minute games or something.
Yeah.
And it was best of 3. Yeah.
All right, there's a Castle Age coming in for DogAo. He's already spent the stone on the tower, but it looks like he's mining stone with 1 villager here. Yeah, so he wants that extra TC, which is nice to just send that 1 villa out there. MbL trying to dive on these archers with the scouts and the skirm, so get himself a good position, but can't really pressure under this tower. And he's going to click up to Castle Age soon.
MbL with quite some aggression here. And, well, loves his skirms. And we have to think about, like, Chinese. I'm a bit surprised how much love they're getting. Because you obviously don't get the villager advantage. So you're mainly counting on your broad tech tree plus cheaper techs.
Well, like, I didn't see them that often in the best of 3s or best of 5s. So I think it's like once you've expanded to a best of 7 and you have to use those extra civilizations, then Chinese come into play. Like, Vallus picked them last on his draft.
MbL picked them second.
What?
Yeah.
But it is, I mean, Nilly, it is MbL, right?
Yeah,
it is MbL.
He's weird. He is weird in his choices, yeah.
He really is weird.
In his choices. Oh, scout trapped. Also weird. Unfortunate situation.
Where is the scout trapped?
Well, only one player can build a scout, and there's only one stable. You will find it, Dave. I have trust. I
thought someone walled it in. Okay.
Yeah, someone walled it in. MbL walled it in.
Archer's a bit out of position here for DogAo as he loops back around that way. Archer's with the stutter step down the hill. Now the skirmishers with the stutter step down the hill, and the tower is still there, and DogAo simply runs in circles until he gets crossbow. MbL is going to put this army in here, and this army's job is to basically hold those crossbows inside DogAo's base, but DogAo says, no. That army's job is to harass me at the back while I go forward with my crossbows. I'm not sure this is the greatest decision from DogAo.
That's too much damage, right? The scout literally takes some damage here, but 2 archers? Skirms? That's just feels weird.
MbL has been feasting on players his entire career who think that a few skirms aren't good enough. You know, like, this is like his bread and butter, having skirms in his opponent's eco. Because if you lose them, who cares? It's skirms, but he's already killed 2 villagers. Also, as the archer leading the way, there's a singular eagle chasing after those. Eagle doesn't even have armor, so it could die to those skirms as well. And they're going to kill another villager. And Bodkin Arrow's coming in for those too.
Pretty ugly, actually. That's such a weird decision by DogAo, I feel. 2 villagers behind now, so much invested into defending this. You don't really want to go to eagles in this spot.
No. Now a second armor upgrade already coming in for MbL, and he's already walled. So, like, DogAo coming forward with these crossbows Unless he somehow manages to snipe that Vilt, no damage done. None. At all.
Oy, 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 oy. Now, whoever loses the set kind of feels like one of the favorites together with Jordan to qualify next week. So probably the matchup with the two biggest names here. Not necessarily saying that those are the best players right now, because the play has been incredible by players that we saw in the second row.
Not a great position here for Dogao, as MbL has this skirmish just hunting those crossbows. And he's going for 2 extra TCs. Dogao going for the archer range in the middle, but he kind of needs a crossbow mass to support that. And his crossbow mass is kind of dying at the moment.
True, I forgot about ACCM. And yeah, that's crazy. MbL plays just the dream game here, right? Skirms at home, defending. Skirms at the front, actually getting some damage. Now 3 TCs. Like this is such an easy game for him to play. And now add some knights as well. Villager's pretty even, so Dogao stabilizing quite nicely, actually.
Yeah. MbL also stabilizing with a couple knights. Oh, I've seen the scout. Okay, I've seen it. Didn't realize it was still in there. It's, well, I saw it.
Past tense, Dave.
Yeah. It's now scouting in heaven.
Ooh.
He lives on a farm.
Manganos was maybe aiming for the bear there. Skirms were completely missed. Oh, MbL tries to split in there. Nice movement by Dogao. Gets some shots off and scares those skirms away.
Bear dies. And MbL of course. MbL goes for a forward siege workshop of his own with the skirmishers.
And look at that. Very strategic angle, because that's where 2 gold spots are. Ooh.
He doesn't know about the TC, but he knows about the golds, and he sees that big line, the big palisade wall, which is super easy to break through. A lot easier than pushing up that hill against the archer ranges. That's a good spot to push, even if he doesn't know about the TC, and the TC is just going to make it even better over there.
Yeah, I think so as well. Skirms in the center now. Quite interesting that he thinks he can find some damage, and actually Dogao might think he needs to defend against this, and yeah, it's being pulled back. MbL just moving his skirms in and out, half his screen, forces Dogao to go defensively again.
Yep. Big skirm respecter, except at the beginning, when he got burned by them.
Big skirm respecter. That could be a nice
Twitch
CBA
name.
nick. Yeah. Oh, Manganol
and now MbL's got a hill.
Oh no!
And arguably one of the best Manganol microers in the game. And there we go. There's shot number 1. There's shot number 2. MbL keeps it alive somehow, Nilly.
This is so crazy.
And he almost gets some damage there as he's repairing the Manganol. Now another Manganol out here keeps it alive again.
This dude is so good.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. That's disgusting. That's filthy.
He is the best. He is the best Manganol micro player in the world.
I don't disagree. I think it's been proven over time. It's just fantastic. How he saved that. It's incredible.
Just move to the side. No ground attacks by Dogao. Obviously he had the hill advantage, but started off with 3 against 1 Manganol, and he ends up with 2 against none.
And the villager still lives. The villager still lives. The TC's under pressure. Now the panic barracks at the back there. From Dogao, he's got a lot of gold in the bank, but not so much food to get the upgrades. He's also got some stone, but now he's losing the crossbows. MbL's more than happy to take this fight, even though he's fighting uphill. Plus 2 skirms against crossbows?
Absolutely. Now the Manganol arrives. That's why he's going back, but that just means MbL goes over there, kills the Manganol, and probably takes the fight again.
Gets a crossbow with that Manganol shot. And, oh, jeez.
It's just so good. Slaughtering this. Like, I think we need a Manganol control guide by MbL. And he's probably just, like, painting 2 arrows. Like, you dodge shot and shoot when he isn't shooting. Wow.
And now the knights can run in, because the villagers can't even get in the TC anymore. There's not enough HP. All those villagers are dead meat. Literally dead now, and Dogao calls the GG, and that hill was just such a prime position for MbL. With the 1 Manganol against 3 coming in, the archer arm or the crossbow army, and what can you say? Honestly, what can you say?
Don't go mangonel fighting against MbL. And
I mean, maybe.
If 8 military units are running into your base and you have nothing at home, you probably should question your choices. But he wasn't that far behind that he felt like he needed to do damage with his crossbows right now.
Maybe he thought MbL hadn't fully walled yet, but it is
MbL.
MbL.
It's past minute 2.5 in Empire Wars.
Yeah. Strange decision making there from DauGao, for sure.
Eco was even better for DauGao. So no need there to take big risks, it felt.
MbL's ahead. Probably the player... It was either him or Jordan I felt most likely to qualify. The only question for me wasn't MbL's ability, because he's been in all these Empire Wars events before. It was just like not having a fluke in the earlier rounds when it's like a best of 3 or a best of 5 against maybe one of those Dark Horse players, you know?
Okay, I thought the highest chance of him not qualifying is because he misses check-in.
Or that, yep, that's also... That's also a risk right there.
Okay. MbL versus DauGao. Hans versus Magios. Magios
and archer range opening
stable
for MbL.
How easy can you wall this map? Left-hand side looks reasonable. Front will be tricky, so Magios often finding quite some damage early on here.
Yep, and obviously on this map, foraging is going to help a lot because the villagers will be stuck on the sides trying to farm, trying to collect all the wood, trying to collect the berries at the front, the gold at the back. It's very exposed. It's the whole theme of this. And of course, MbL already starting with the big walls on the right side. Probably go for lots of spearmen to defend himself at home. And he's already adding in the archers there as DauGao just continues adding scouts and he goes for the dock, Nilly.
Ooh, and MbL wanted to go for the dock as well, but spearmen arrived pretty damn quickly. And look at that, MbL didn't scout his opponent at all. He only scouted for his walls, so he kind of expected the archery range, but it's a very different approach to what most pros are going for.
There's the dock right there. So, fire galley already on the way from DauGao. MbL does have spearmen, so DauGao has to kind of respect that with his fire galley. They do a little bit of additional damage there. He can still win in a 1v1 battle, or even a 1v2 with the fire galley, but... Now I'm going to try and pick a villager, and foraging is coming in clutch here. Villager goes down.
Well, some HP on the scouts, but overall still reasonable numbers. And now the archer range by DauGao kept some villagers on gold, so can go for some archer production. Also Fire Galley obviously took some gold away, and MbL still massive openings, so I don't think the reign of scouts should stop here.
Okay, the Fire Galley is out already from DauGao, and MbL goes for a fishing ship, so he's gonna, try and defend his water with... I guess he didn't scout at all, so he doesn't know about the dock yet.
Yeah. Vision should be really bad for MbL.
Another villager went down on the walls. Power of Magyars, right?
I think Magyars are really solid on this map, yeah.
I think they're just solid on almost every Empire Wars map, right? Where you can actually reach your opponent anyway.
Yeah, not good on Forest Nothing, Empire Wars.
Yeah. Okay, MbL pressuring in now from the front side, and currently we're only going to have a scout and 2 archers there to defend from DauGao, but he also has the TC, and MbL won't find many opportunities. And meanwhile, the scouts are still roaming around, so MbL has to respect that. He has taken out 1 at the back. And DauGao is just running 2 steps at a time, but two steps is not enough.
Oh, that's costly.
Dude. Yeah.
That will give so much security to MbL to finish his walls, to have enough time. Tries to go for the side attack left-hand side, but 2 archers and 2 skirms waiting should be an easy defense. And DauGao has to be happy that he won the pawn in the center. The rest feels relatively even.
Yep. He hasn't even truly won it yet, though. If MbL gets 2 fire galleys... And DauGao starts producing fishing ships right now. All MbL needs is 1 spearman to go over there, and he wins that
2 scouts.
2v2 fire galley.
2 scouts there. DauGao stopped
Yep.
production. He only has 2 scouts himself. Now walls this area off. His 2 skirms are going to die. And all of a sudden,
Need
we have
another
a
house.
massive lead.
Need another house, my dude.
Doesn't matter.
Need another house, my dude. Oh, it's not in time, Nilly. It's not in time. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Deadville. And DauGao's got caught with his pants down a little bit as he tried to go for the full walls here. Trying to
DauGao?
make that transition.
Did he try to go for Castle Age or something? Why did he stop scout production? It just felt like everything was still open, so much doing, and you are right.
lost
Water's
water
won
now.
by MbL. And
Yeah.
I said it's an even game, and 2 minutes later, it feels like every advantage on MbL's side.
Yep. This is where you can get burned really hard in Empire Wars, right? You take that risk to wall up and then think about getting eco upgrades or going up to the next stage, and the person who continues to produce military, especially on a map like this, is just going to burn you so hard. That's what MbL's doing right now.
Look at that. Spearman gets another hit off. So much damage dealt by MbL. Way better KD for him. And those scouts are super low as well. Now he wins the water and adds a second archer range. Farming on the late side. But MbL will have to love this position.
Yep. Just needs to get his walls down. Needs to get your walls down. And then you should be fine. Huns can... Well, what are we going to see in Castle Age here, Niller? We're going to see Cav Archers from the Huns, and then Knights or Cav Archers from the Magyars? Potentially Elite Skirm? If we get there?
Is lost. I think we will get there, but most likely with quite a difference in Castle Age timing. MbL's farming eco, something I like way more. Look at the ugly lumber camp here of DauGao. I think it has to be arranged by DauGao, and it's more like crossbow skirm, try to survive kind of army, which doesn't excite me too much.
No, especially with the Magyars, right? Like, you usually want to be the one forcing your opponent into trying to survive. Demo Garrison from DauGao. And these fire galleys are weak, so I think if he ungarrisons it between the 2 at the top, he can take out 2 of them. And then the fire should be able to work away on the 1 at the bottom.
What you want to do is like get the fire out, then pull the fire in one direction so that the fire galleys are following, and then unleash the demo. Look at that.
Don't tell me... Listen, don't tell me how to use a demo. That's not what you... Don't tell me... Never tell me how to use a demo. Thank you. That's not how you do it. If he goes demo first in the north, the fire galleys get pulled towards that. You take 2 of them, and then you ungarrison the fire galley.
Okay. Seems like you know what you're talking about. Okay, maybe tell me something how you use archers and skirms in the center of the map against way more archers.
I like... Personally, I'm a big proponent of the runaway strategy. But apparently DauGao isn't, fond of that school of thought. So he's going to go for the stand your ground strategy. Very popular in states like Florida. You can ask any of the Americans around here. And he no longer has an army here, Nilly. He's got 1 archer in the queue.
Massive. Goes for 2 more archer ranges. And either his palisade gate is getting pressured or his food eco at the front there. Now queues up his skirmisher. I think he needs more walls. This is looking so ugly. Like, map controls are much better. He's facing triple archer range as well. MbL just will go for so much army. And I think like 0 military to 20 basically.
Yep. And you're going to idle all these farms at the front too, which you need that food for your upgrades if nothing else, right? And you're going into skirms too. You're going to get idled off the food. Is there a hole there?
No, Dave. Water control as well. Oh god, this is so... We have to say though, DauGao's playing with a massive migraine and really didn't want to play. They thought about rescheduling. And in the end, the admin ruling was to switch sets. This one away from 3 to 4. MbL, well, luckily was very willing to do that. He said he knows how it is to play with a headache. And we feel it's not DauGao in his best shape, but also MbL plays really clean.
Yeah, and like I said before, MbL has the advantage in the historical matchup between the two of them, like a big advantage. So maybe there's just something about MbL's playstyle. I know DauGao is more of a defensive type of player, and MbL, he's defensive early with the walls, and then he gets awful aggressive in Castle Age. So maybe that's a weakness from DauGao's point of view. Even on Empire Wars, it kind of rings true, right, with MbL.
Yeah, well, MbL is a crazy dude. Crossbow now in the center, but Elite Skirm as the defense, but Knights will be arriving, and I don't think the numbers are really there to defend. Just feels like MbL's
coming in
so
too.
much going in. Oh, God. Well, what's the defense?
Yeah, Ballistics is going to be brutal. Yeah, I mean, and you have to protect the wood line. The farms you have to protect just as much as that gold, because that's a lot of your food income that you're making skirms with. Stop queuing up skirms, going for archers now, or more crossbows now. As Ballistics still has 10 seconds to go, and DauGao actually took decent enough engagement there, and he's killed a lot of the crossbows at the front, nearly.
But in the back, still looks like a scary force. More Knights are coming in. Forward Siege Workshop, MbL trademark. Now just focus the Knight on the skirms. Spearman at the right-hand side going for a brawl against the Vills. Knight a bit disoriented, and it just feels like MbL looking for the kill, but it feels like DauGao still having enough.
Still only +1 armor on the skirms, but DauGao's done a good job to keep them alive, even against Ballistics. MbL's just going to probably YOLO these Vills here, or try to get as much value with this army as he possibly can. It's hard to get this one out again.
Eco upgrades better for MbL behind this. Knight just YOLO through the center. More gold harassment. Somehow a villager shows up there. And it just looks like chaos in DauGao's base.
That villager was the Siege Workshop Vill, by the way. And she just came for... she's not really a finisher, okay? She starts the job, and that's the issue with her, right? She starts the job, but she only gets it halfway done.
Hate those people.
Yeah.
That would have been a good spot to say, like, I hate people like... But I missed it.
What do you...
Dave, I think you're in a tunnel right now.
Oh, I'm only halfway through, though. I can't get out the other side.
Okay.
Okay, Cav Archers coming out from MbL. He's mixing more Mangonels. And he's got 8 on stone, too, nearly. 8 on stone.
Maybe thinking about a special tech. We already saw it today. Oh, but now Mangonel is on the field. DauGao can tap out.
Ooh.
Nothing happened.
Ooh. DauGao is really microing along the edge of that wood line. Oh, God. That is nerve-wracking, dude. I would not go back in that direction.
3TC play. DauGao obviously doesn't want to go down to 0, so tries his very, very best here. But MbL just getting into another spot where it feels like he can play the dream game.
DauGao's making me so nervous. That's uphill, by the way. He has to go up a hill along that wood line. Near a Siege Workshop.
Nothing to see.
But he
here,
knows...
Dave.
He knows he needs to keep this army distracted. MbL's not biting yet. He's kind of just defending with one Mangonel, and the other Mangonel is 80% on the way over. And now DauGao is going to have a Mangonel in front of him and a Mangonel behind him with a Cav Archer army there. And this is... yeah, this is problematic. No! Yeah, that's about how we thought it was going to go, though, as he comes forward with some crossbows, and he might find a raid, but MbL has an outpost there, and he's on top of it. Goes for a palisade wall to stop that coming in on his woodline, and he continues the pressure.
Oh, got it. Now Mangonel v Mangonel. Let's see how that one goes.
Slow motion?
Slow motion? Huh? Maybe MbL is in the Matrix. Dodging bullets. Dodging Mangonel shots.
Let's see. He's coming forward with 3. He sees the Mangonel from DauGao.
Easy.
And DauGao gets a good shot. MbL not paying attention. He was in the market. He was buying.
He was not in the zone, he was on the market.
Ooh.
2 for none.
And now he loses another one, but he's going into the second armor upgrade. And right now, DauGao, I mean, he doesn't really have anything against the Cav Archers and the Mangonels, and he certainly doesn't have anything against +2 Knights.
Oh, got it. And MbL even gets the kill there. Doesn't allow the Mangonels to finish the job. Doesn't allow the Knights to finish the job.
Crossbows are in. 2 TCs there. DauGao's going to make a desperation run. Remember, Ballistics is in, Bodkin's in, so those crossbows. There's going to be a few of them left to fight the Knights and the Cav Archers that are already there.
Oh, TC even stop bothering, and DauGao has to tap this one out. MbL looks clean today.
Yep. Oh, man. That was good pressure early from DauGao. He got so many villagers killed with those scouts. How many did he pick? Like 4? I think he picked 4. I think that was all of his eco kills with those scouts early. No. 3 villagers and the fishing ship is what he killed.
Okay, then maybe even 2 villagers because he just killed a vill as well. So maybe it was less damage than we thought, but he had so much control. Prevented MbL from walling. I personally would have loved to see even double stable, lots of aggression. Yep. That's where Magyar shines so much.
And Huns aren't the Civ to be fully walled early on this map. Well, it's really difficult with any Civ, but especially with Huns. Not having houses as part of your walls, right? So I think you can punish him really, really nicely, but DauGao kind of got caught. He was a little bit complacent with the early damage. He won the water, and he tried to go for the walls, Nilly. He tried to maybe get his way up to Castle Age, not producing anything, and he got burned. Absolutely
burned there, and as I said, I think full feudal age all-in is really where Magyars shine. And DauGao, he kept MbL open. MbL played completely blind, but somehow made it work again.
Well, I mean, on this map, you do know where your opponent's going to be, and against Magyars, you have to assume there's scouts. He obviously got punished for lack of scouting, going for the fishing ship first from his dock. He didn't know about the dock from DauGao. But other than that, it was pretty obvious what DauGao would go for,
but
right?
Still, like how he positioned his archers, for example, if he scouts the archer range at the left-hand side, then he loops around maybe the right-hand side with his archers. Maybe finds 1-2 villager picks there instead of running directly into archer skirm.
Yeah, true. Another win for MbL.
Was Hunts against Magyars. So pick 1 and 2 already gone for DauGao. Not a great setup. Kawasan up next.
I like Byzantines against Saracens. I don't know. DauGao, this isn't the greatest Civ matchup for Saracens to come up against.
You need to find the timing before they get to +2 skirms, it feels like. Or you need to make some wild switches where you force the opponent into a lot of skirms, and then you suddenly show up with like 4 knights.
Been seeing Byzantines a lot recently. Like a lot in tournaments. Empire Wars or RM. They're very popular. They have a really good win rate, I think, too. Over the past few tournaments, been very impressive.
The thing is...
And they're just kind of counter to all civs except Sicilians.
It just feels like you can pick them super late, and you'll never run into a civ loss.
Yep, and we have 42 civs now. So I think they get better with each civ added, because they still remain the same. They counter everything except Sicilians, regardless of what civ comes up.
Yeah, it's like maybe low stone maps. They struggle a bit against Mezzo or something, but even on like some of the Empire Wars maps that we have here, it's like not ruled out that you get to cataphracts.
That lumber camp on the bamboo from MbL is hideous. I hate it.
And we had a worse one today, but yeah, it's like the worst. Let's just say it. Yeah.
Someone in my chat is asking who won against Daniel and Valis. Nelly.
Okay, well, there's a beautiful website called Liquipedia. And their esport is basically tracked, especially Age of Empires. You can look that
So
up.
you're saying they need to check it?
Check Wikipedia, my man.
All right, guys, you can fill out your bingo sheets now.
Bing, bing, bing.
That one is marked down. And MbL trying to go up for a dock in the north, but the scouts are there from Dogao, so he's going to go to the south, I think.
Scouts
Or
arriving.
just go back to the berries. Also,
Fletcher.
Byzantines, Freetown Watch.
Helps.
It helps so much, man.
How's that the first palisade there? It's funny how the one villager just one-tapped the palisade and then felt like, okay, I'm safe from here.
That was classic MbL. Like, many players would just palisade there. MbL wants to... It feels like he just wants to fight with villagers all the time, right? Like, many players will quick wall, and MbL will just sit there and wait for the scouts to come in and engage them with the vills. He walled on the side where there was only one villager.
How are we not using the market more, Dogao? Like, we have double stable and not a single scout in production. Okay, now we bought 200 food.
Here we go. So he's gone for the double stable approach with Saracens. Early bloodlines as well. And obviously using that Saracen market, he's going to keep up the production. So lots of feudal pressure here, nearly, and I'd love to see this pressure continue. We saw how deadly it could be for Daniel earlier against Vallus. Of course, he had Huns, which should be better at it than Saracens, but still, Saracens get all the upgrades in feudal age for their scouts too. Gonna find a villager.
Spearman, but you really want to trade them off against the scouts, now taking the fight, dealing with the scout first, but obviously having all the upgrades, those spears aren't winning this fight.
Yep, and he killed a villager at the front too. Killed a villager at MbL's base. While that was happening, MbL is gonna lose the archers now. Looks like a scout will go down for Dogao, but he's got double stable and he's still got 6 scouts on the field, 7 now, with 3 in the queue. So things are looking good for him on the aggression front as MbL finally gets that dock down in the north and Dogao goes for a dock in the south.
Okay, fair enough. Now that's actually good for Saracens, right? That you didn't dock in the same pond. Spearman count absolutely reasonable here at 7. Oh, let's take a look. Archers, obviously not really the units that are helping out too much right now. 2 more spearmen arriving. I don't think Dogao can keep this one. He thinks he can.
Yeah, he's fighting them one at a time, which is something, I guess. And I mean, he's taking out 4 spears at the cost of 2 scouts and some HP. And if the spears are ever gone, his scouts can dive on here. But that's just constant spear production from MbL.
And cheaper.
This is the type of game where I could actually see MbL adding a second barracks in feudal age just for more spears.
Not completely unreasonable.
Nope. Scouts are in.
Uh-oh.
But there's 2 weak ones. 2 real theoretical scouts there.
Well, maybe like just looking at them. And the damage output was there.
Okay. Now it's kind of stalled out here as MbL has gone for an outpost on the shoreline at the bottom there, and because of Byzantines, Freetown Watch, he can see that dock there and sees the fishing ship. Really nice.
So such a
like
weird
that.
spot.
Yeah. It's MbL.
Okay. Oh, next villager in quite some danger goes down. 3 villager
And
kills
scouts
already.
coming in.
Oh, only 2
Scouts coming
spearmen.
in. MbL just pulls the vills. Doesn't wall or anything, just pulls them.
I was surprised that he
Now
didn't try to
makes
quick
a
wall.
house. Yeah, that seems like an easy house wall if nothing else, but I guess he was trying to go up to Castle Age, which he's doing right now. He's going to lose another villager, and this is the benefit that scouts gets you, but now MbL is on the gold from Dogao, so maybe he was focused on the front side there trying to kill that villager, and he's going to kill a vill on the deer, and that vill has 26 food in her arms. All of these do. But he doesn't kill him!
Probably kills the one at the house at the bottom, though. Dogao tries to run. No, that's going to die. Oh, those villagers are being sent back. Mistake by Dogao.
Yep. Okay. Now he's pulling them back, and he's bringing the scouts to his own base. And he's got, oh my god, he's got 13 of them now. Oh, man. Watch out, MbL. You only have 3 spears here, bro.
Yeah, he's getting cleared up, but that might actually be an overkill then. Don't you think so? Those archers probably should dive in. Just try to kill 3 builds. You're never doing anything against the scouts.
Yep. And that's what MbL's doing right now. He's buying himself a lot of time to build up another army at home. Yeah. He's never stopped. I don't think his barracks has stopped working this entire game, Nilly.
Makes sense.
With the spearman production. It's fantastic, stable. Yeah. And look, he's going to kill 2 more. Oh, 3 more. Oh, Dogao.
Shouldn't happen.
Oh, and he kills the woman maybe here too. The guy.
Maybe both.
That's 4 vills.
5th one getting focused down. 9 HP.
She survives.
Oh, but still massive losses. And all of a sudden, MbL kills more vills. Oh, but scouts are in. Woodline.
It's found a hole in the ugly bamboo. Eco kills 6 to 8, so it's not too much of a difference. Now 7 to 8. Now 8 to 8.
Camel for the defense. 2nd stable now. It's not really your long-term plan, though, right? Or can you play camel v camel? It should be 100 HP against 130 HP if both were to go for camels. But nah, it's too much army for MbL still that counters camels. So DauT can't go camels himself.
You just go
crossbows.
Like yeah, he's adding in archer range right now. But still, crossbow feels bad against Byzantine too. Like, just that's the problem with matching up against the Civ, right? Like, everything you make just feels kind of underwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scouts are coming in.
And like on Empire Wars, Byzantines feel so nice too because you skip over Dark Age, which is where all of the eco bonuses from the other civs really start to kick in, right? And get an advantage over Byzantines. So you're skipping over all of that build-up time.
It feels like a repeat of the Frigid Lake game. We are going to Castle Age and we have 1 single archer against a full army of MbL.
Well, to be fair, in this game, DauT did make a ton of scouts.
Yeah.
So he was like, he really invested into it. He's lost water, by the way, against MbL in the south. Hard to contest against Byzantine fires. And crossbow now on the way for DauT. He's got 3 archer ranges. Saracens are never totally out of it as he now buys stone for a TC on that gold. Finally, something to secure this gold.
That also
and MbL goes for a TC in the middle.
No gold income for all this time. TC control. Likely that MbL gets all 5 relics there without any real contest. Double pawn for him. And it's just again that we feel like every single category we look at, MbL has the medium to big advantage.
Yep. You just and this is the point in the game where Saracens don't want to be, right? You want to be ahead in Castle Age time, and you want to be ahead in army. If you're ever behind in army and behind in Castle Age time, you're looking to make a Castle Age army, it's going to be really, really difficult for you.
And the fuel of archers actually sniping the crossbows. Yep. How is MbL getting so much value out of his army as well?
Campbell's going down against that TC. Not the best thing in the world for MbL.
Bit surprised as well.
But he's adding TCs behind this. 3rd TC there now. And he's got all the Ibex and Deer to take over on that side, which is nice. He also has the relics available to him in the middle. 5 relics just sitting there. You can grab with his monks.
What's MbL's army composition going to be like? He goes for 3 skirms, but he's not upgrading anything really. He has only 2 blacksmith upgrades.
He doesn't have any food. He doesn't have any food. He can't even use the market because he's below 100 on every resource. Okay, finally he's got some wood here.
Huh.
Yeah, this is a really rough position for him, and he knows it too. Now a skirm plus 1 armor coming in. MbL's getting into his comfort zone. He's got the fish as well, and he's going to grab all 5 relics in the center.
Elite scum tech, armor as well, and MbL. He will just play the dream, right? He is ahead in eco and plays full skirm with Byzantines against crossbow.
And he's already on stone too. He's already on stone, although he's sending the monk forward with the... Okay.
Then got pushed away by the skirms. Oh no. Scum's closing down the distance. Oh, that's so ugly.
They won't even kill the monk. He's going to get the relic. Oh, MbL doesn't even have to interrupt his shift queue for that monk. Oh boy.
And that's the moment where DauT probably felt, okay, now I can maybe make something happen.
Castle coming from MbL. He bought the stone for the castle in the center. Okay.
Oh,
You buy stone for that? That's the priority?
I'm surprised as well.
Yeah. I can see buying stone for maybe like a forward castle or something if you bring the monks and the archers and camel and everything forward. But the castle there is kind of questionable as the archers are now, or sorry, crossbows now on his stone at home.
Well, it secures all the berries. No, you know that you won't lose the monastery then, right? Always have the hill advantage. Siege workshop is way worse for DauGao now. But yeah, I'm a bit surprised by that castle as well. But I can see the reasoning. It's a very long-term castle as well.
Especially if you think you have like the resources to maybe go up to Imperial Age relatively soon. He's got the gold in the bank and it's cheaper for Byzantines. You could get Treb set up at the top there. Get a really good position and then eventually go for a second castle, I guess.
DauGao still with only fletching, by the way. Still no Botkin. Goes around with his knights now, and MbL sees this. And, like, knights are just losing so much in efficiency if the surprise effect is taken away.
I mean, he can see everything. It's going to be incredibly difficult for DauGao to be sneaky here. Even if he goes all the way around that north side of the pond, MbL will have like 20 seconds of warning at the back of his base as these knights come in, as you can see right now. Just has to track the yellow dots in the minimap. He's now getting ballistics for his skirm. Still no second armor upgrade, but he doesn't really need it against this limited number of crossbows. And he's still got some camels as well to deal with the knights.
And actually, it's not doing anything if the opponent doesn't have Botkin, right?
Oh, he doesn't even have Bodkin. Oh my goodness. Down bad, DauGao. Super down bad economically.
Oh, Skirm's pushing this one away. Oh, that's so ugly. Oh, that's so ugly.
Yeah, and Ballistics is in at the perfect time too, and it's just like when DauGao comes around this wood line, if MbL deletes that house, he could get a bunch of free picks with the skirmishers, but he's just gonna pull them around this side. Even escapes with these villagers that still have the hunt meat inside their arms, inside them. I don't know, inside their bellies. Where would it be?
On their arms, right? Something like that?
In a backpack. Okay, there we go.
What backpack?
Dude, these crossbows are all dead. It wouldn't surprise me if DauGao just calls the GG right now.
Oh, yeah, it's like this army needed to damage, and it achieved like 2 villager kills. Some villager
like he's still ahead on Vills somehow. I guess that's where he's putting all his food, not into Bodkin, but into villager production right now. And he's got, I mean, he's got a decent amount of farms here, Nilly. He's got 29 farms, but it's Saracens.
It's against
right?
the hill.
It's like the transitions are so tough for the Civ, and here come the cataphracts.
It's against 5 relics. It's against double pawn. There's no way, like, the chance to surprise MbL in this game is close to 0%.
Yeah. Well, like, you could surprise him. Let's say you went for, like, triple stable knights with Saracens. That would surprise him, technically.
Well, outpost rushes castle.
Or that. But, like, an effective surprise, you're definitely correct.
Okay, I should have been more specific.
Yeah,
my mistake.
Yeah, that's weird for you, actually.
Ah.
Usually you're, like, too specific.
Oh.
You're slipping.
MbL on the way to him. Same goes for DauGao with the 0 stone though. Is trap one not an option? Well, that army is getting spotted a mile away. Knight comes in. What is it going to achieve? Small group actually waiting for this army already.
Dude, the amount of vision MbL has here,
It's ridiculous.
It's disgusting.
Just needs one outpost at the bottom and one at the top.
Oh, demo! MbL's been watching my stream.
Okay, maybe he knows.
The thing is here, what you have to do right here is you have to like pull a cataphract over and bait the crossbows to try and kill it, and then you hit him with the demo. But I mean, it doesn't matter at the moment because he's got the skirms over there.
Demo. Okay. Probably some delay on that demo, like knowing where the army was.
Yeah.
We actually see a ram go. Okay. Oh,
Yeah, he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to wait for Trebs or chemistry, I guess. And GG is just called from DauGao. He's like looking at all the options. He sees the problem in front of him, and there's no solution to it other than MbL somehow deleting half of his army and villagers.
Very
That's unlikely.
dominant MbL here.
Yep.
Damn.
I mean, the resources gathered weren't even that much more, but MbL just had full map control there. Better army, better engagements.
So many scouts traded off against spearmen over and over again. Then crossbows against the skirms. Just all feels like such big investments. Plus also,
I feel like that's
gathered resources with Saracens is a bit broken, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you buy 100 food, it counts as the 100 gold that he mines, plus you get 100 food gathered, counted as there. So market use makes those resources weird. At least
it only shows gold. It doesn't show food. It only shows gold.
So if you sell,
collected.
it says collected?
Yeah.
Okay. So every time you sell.
Yeah. Well, MbL's already garrisoned the water buffalo in the mill there, and he's going for the
instant demo
thing, and he's got a demo out already. That tower does a lot of damage against the ships, so you got to be careful with the demo. Is he going to hide it behind the rock? That's my question.
And those are so clumped up. If he kills two, he's fine with it.
Yep. Opens with the demo. Opens with the demo. Opens with the demo. He's looking. He's finding. DauGao loses one.
Okay. Fine for DauGao.
Yep. MbL going for the full walls behind this.
Oh, next demo. Next demo. Dave.
Big, dude. He's doing it for me.
You showed him the way. You know, okay, I damaged one. Next time I can maybe get two.
Yeah.
This is so weird. Didn't we have Vikings still in the draft? We just used Saracens. Why are people ignoring water?
I don't know. It would have been funny if DauGao went like instant gill nets with Burgundy.
Just show him.
Here comes the demo.
The split. Hey, I think he can get two. Nice.
Oh, nice. That's actually value right there. That's nice. I like it.
How much is a demo? I don't even know.
It's like 45 gold and 70 what? Is it 70?
45, 70? Demo.
70, 40?
It's 70, 50.
70, 50, okay.
Yeah. So 120. So invested 240 to kill 225. You tell me, Dave.
Yeah, but you're also denying the future res gathered, right? The demo doesn't have any res gathering potential. You have to add in the food that it was going to gather, those fishing ships.
Oh, okay. So you say killing a villager
I think it's worth
more than 50 food?
Yes.
Wow.
Nilly. I know. It's revolutionary.
Wow. I've
run the calcs.
Wow.
Archers are in. Archers in from DauGao, and
archers are in the front. Yeah.
Yes, they're in the area.
Okay.
it's like an ad for hot singles, you know? They're in the area. They're just
hot archers.
Exactly.
Oh, goddy.
Castle Age on the way for MbL. DauGao got both heavy plow and bow saw there. So that's nice. And he's going for the full wall offs, sending more archers.
Castle Age timing really late compared to MbL, who plays one stable. This looks a bit like a 3 TC play before he... No, he has one village at the side. Town center or siege workshop?
Probably town center. I mean, like, even if DauGao gets through here, there's like 5 different places MbL can wall behind this. If DauGao gets through that wall at the back. It's going to cost wood, but still, you can wall there. There's another wall potential to the other wood line he's taking right now. He can wall to the TC if he falls back even further than that.
I don't think we need to get too crazy, right? He can just build she Ramsha Rider and he goes that well.
Oh, forward siege workshop maybe. The villager is over by the gold. Spearman won't be able to see.
Oh,
ducks back around the gold there.
Nice. It just feels so weird that Dogao just completely ignores water.
Yep. Is it TC over here from MbL? Yep. TC on the stone. Osaw comes in. Shrivamsha coming out.
Make it 2. Guarantees the defense. What? I'm trying to make something of Dogao's play here. It's also not pretty to have like archers at home and you're getting Mangonel pushed. Like this is, and Dogao just like ran around with his spearmen, but it's mainly.
And it's not even like a YOLO Castilier play or anything either. He's not on the stone.
He goes for the second gold upgrade in Feudal Age.
Is he gonna try and grab the? How many relics are on this map? 1, 2,
7, I believe.
4, 5, 6, 7. That's not bad for Burgundians if you can get them.
1 in the back of his base. 2, really close, left hand side a lot. 1 in the base.
He sees 3 of them. Actually, 4 of them.
Okay, fair enough.
Not bad.
Scout now by Dogao actually adds some spearmen. Okay, sees the monastery. Siege workshop is confirmed by the Mangonel. Get some hits off, but Scout probably running away.
And as we know, the Scout is the fastest unit. And then never mind, Shrivamsha's faster than a Scout for some reason.
For some reason.
And Dogao is here with a lot of archers, so he's brought his archers back from the front. He's gone for crossbow bodkin here, and he goes for a siege workshop with a monastery behind. A couple relics, like Nilly said, easy for him to grab. The one inside his base, the one at the gold over to the left-hand side as well. And he's going for a few more houses just to deny this. Those Shrivamshas can be really deadly if they just run in after the house is down, but looks like he has enough crossbows to stop it, potentially. It's hard to judge with the shield mechanic or dodge or whatever.
Yeah, it's only forging, so damage output, not crazy, no bloodlines. I'm not really sure what that relic offering by MbL is there. And the thing is, like, it doesn't really matter what happens here. The big story is that MbL is sitting on 3 TCs pretty soon, and Dogao doesn't even... Like, his next thoughts aren't about, like, how do I get gold control here?
Yeah.
Which is so important.
And MbL is already on stone, so he's already thinking about it. He wants a castle on probably the gold to the left, because he's already covering the gold to the right from this forward base, right?
Yeah, and then we still have to say that Gojaros are crazy with land units here.
Yep.
Just feels like camels are crazy against even costiers, and if you go try to make something happen with like halberdier push as Burgundians, well, good luck fighting the unique units.
Akrims, and then the hand cannons. Their shots get dodged by the Shrivamshas.
Oh yeah, that's so. Oh, that must be so ugly. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. 2 town centers only. Dogao, no wheelbarrow. I think somebody wants to squeeze in early. And MbL just gets a beautiful town center there at the right hand side. Maybe an outpost at the left hand side could help him a bit.
Maybe.
And just so weird that MbL versus Dogao, just 4 versus 1 fishing ships this whole time. Nothing happening.
Yep. Not assigning much value to those short fish for sure. As we see Dogao already going out to the left there. So he's going to drop a TC, likely, on that side. And he's sending the crossbows out.
Honestly, mistake by MbL to allow this. There should be an outpost. There should be a scout. Something patrolling, something controlling this area. It's like no investment for MbL to control this.
Yep. He's got an armored elephant, though, making its way through. Dogao with the Mangonel behind. So unless MbL can take that out, the elephant won't have too much utility. Mangonel will be able to range that. It's actually 2 Mangonels. behind from DauGao. So DauGao is defending right now. MbL's still only at 425 stone. Does have the villager advantage right now, but isn't in a position to really drop a castle yet. And here come the crossbows. Here come the crossbows. MbL's queuing up demos, Nilly. MbL is queuing up demos, my dude.
Can't be a thing. You can't tell me. Did you really teach him the way?
He's used demos the last couple games, so I don't know.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look, rocks over the shore.
Just make buildings near that lumber camp.
The wrong direction.
In the market.
He thinks it's more fishing ships.
Or he thinks the crossbows will come out along the middle here. I don't know. He's going to have the demos regardless.
Or maybe he just wants to protect his mangonels? Expecting like a major light calf? Oh, that's actually pretty clever. Few retreats? Like there was a small chance that DauGao just shows up with like 10 light calf here.
He hasn't seen anything, right? He hasn't seen the crossbows. He doesn't know where they are until they start attacking here. So theoretically, DauGao could be building anything in the back of his base, right? All he's seen is a couple mangonels. That is a good point. He doesn't know, and he's bringing the demos over just in case. It's a massive Costilier or Light Cav or Knights or something.
25 villager lead without anything happening.
Another TC on that gold from MbL. Still hasn't even like scouted this area to the left at all.
Chakram's moving in. DauGao has no army there. Not a single monk even. He kills the two mangonels. Pikeman just left for no reason. How's that a thing, Dave?
Oh, he's repairing the mangonel. And he saves it. He saves the mangonel. Only loses one, and that's all the Shirvamsh is dead. So not the worst thing in the world. Chakram's coming, though, from MbL, and that is concerning.
And Siege Workshop likely to go down here as well. Repairs coming in, but I don't think that's going to happen. 20 HP mangonel dance here, and goes down. That means we're down to one mangonel. And, well, let's take a look. Monks being sent forward.
DauGao has enough for a castle. He has enough for a castle.
Do you build it at home, or do you build it at the left-hand side gold?
I feel like if you had cleared up these mangonels, he'd make it at home, but
no more mangonels.
He's gonna make it beside the TC potentially. Oh, this is rough. Another siege workshop. He's really indecisive about where he wants to put this castle. That stone is just burning a hole in his pocket right now.
1,000 stone flat. And siege workshop now. MbL goes for TC5. Would love to see him pick up a bit more relics, but not really his necessary winning condition. Defensive castle by DauGao means we're going into a trap at that end. I think DauGao could be up to imp a bit earlier, but I think DauGao needs to focus everything at surviving at home, and MbL can just clear the left.
He might even have a problem finishing this castle. Like, it's going to take him some garrisoning, ungarrisoning. Okay, he's got a mangonel out now. He should be able to get this down.
Still some dancing.
And MbL retreats. He doesn't even want to bother with that. He's just going to go up to Imperial Age. He's got the castle over there. He thinks he's going to be up faster than DauGao, but DauGao's actually up faster than him.
Such a good
DauGao still has control over the gold. Like, why? You're right. Like, why didn't MbL just have something over there? Just something.
Yeah. And just an outpost gives you the information. Maybe he just accepted it and thought like, okay, well, that you will always get it, and the information is just irrelevant because I will never stop it, and the timing doesn't change anything. It just still feels so natural to me. If you have one Shirvamsh, yeah, I know you want to see the demo. Does MbL have the vision?
Imagine it was just sitting behind that rock, bro. He was patrolling there, though. He was patrolling.
2 demos. One just moved a bit.
Here come the crossbows. Back this way. Back this way.
Demos. Chilling. Chakram. Dead.
Nearly quiet.
Game intense. Crossbows. Going back.
Demos.
Chilling.
Still. Okay, so Kshatriya's on the way for MbL to save a little bit of that food on his units. 25% to be precise. And he's got the double castle stack against Well, double castle stack now from DauGao, so the Trebor should be fairly even, but he does have the potential to come in here with the armored elephants and snipe those Trebs. He's going to force DauGao to set those up behind, at least, with those armored elephants and the mangonels here forward.
Where's the pikes going? They're so good against the elephants.
They're kind of lost. They do like 60 damage or something, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
They do a ridiculous amount of damage.
Yeah. Also, how does the eco so massively in favor of MbL? Like 35 villages ahead. Holy moly.
That is kind of crazy. I guess DauGao was on 2 TCs for a while, right? Took him a while to add that last one up on the gold, and MbL had 3 TCs immediately. Like, there's not even that much idle TC time for DauGao, if you look at it.
Yeah. Okay, now traps out. Good Jaras, obviously getting bombard cannons, Burgundians having bombard cannons with extra damage. Not unlikely that we will see some dance there. But I think the moment it gets really ugly and intense at the home base of DauGao, MbL just shows up with like 15 light cav. And DauGao, not unlikely that he will lose lots of villages before realizing.
Yeah, and MbL made this stable. This stable's on the left side of his base, so here come the light cav into the gold area. DauGao only has fletching once again, Nilly. This is starting to become a trend.
Obviously, this game you don't feel the necessities that much. Sees it instantly, though. So good on him. More villagers being sent, and that looks like more villagers than can actually fit into the town centers here. And now it becomes ugly. Because that's a small investment for MbL, and DauGao loses all his gold income.
Yep, castle, though, goes down for MbL. I think the castle's going to fall here for DauGao as well, but he does have 4 trebuchets. Still, that castle going down is really bad for DauGao, because now MbL can come forward and range these trebs without getting fired upon by that first castle. So this is not looking fantastic for the Brazilian as the chakrams come forward, and DauGao's got to respect those.
Tower helping out against the bombard there, and he's still trying to shoot the hand cannoneers a bit. Bombard actually survives at the top. Nice push by DauGao. Works on the siege workshop now. I think he's making a nice hold happen. Now the pikemen are helping out at the left-hand side. DauGao, I think, doing all the right steps. Just feels like his economy is so weak going into him.
Yep. Do you think MbL knows that Trevamsha's dodge gunpowder?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
He played enough games. He that's a thing that happens on Arabia, or can happen on Arabia. Therefore, he knows it.
Okay. Well, he's still controlling the gold on this side, and he's still harassing the gold on this side. It's just light cav in here, and they're doing work, Nilly. I mean, they're denying all this gold income at the moment from DauGao. DauGao is focusing all his energy on the right, but still has to pay attention to the raids coming on the left. Can't even get the production buildings down, the barracks that he wants to complete. And MbL has hand cannons of his own in that archer range. So he's ready to deal with those pikemen as soon as they engage.
Demos, close now. Well, trying to find a better angle.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah. Left-hand side castle goes up. DauGao, I think, gives himself a shot here. 140 pop against 180. Still not looking pretty. But as I said, like, all the right moves right now for him.
Yeah, I think MbL did that on purpose. He's going to come back to me and say, Dave, I made demos and they did nothing. They did nothing. It's a waste. Guarantee it.
And your response will be?
It's not the demo's fault. You did nothing. The demos were there.
Oh. Okay. So playing the blame game.
I'm very petty like that. All right, here come more light cav in on the side. Pikeman still chasing the light cav coming across the front of his base. MbL now selling, using the market a lot to buy wood, I guess. Because he needs more bomber cannons.
Okay. Also, lots of farmers here. It's now going for Hassa, goes for Botkin. Tries to find more raids, but pikeman defense looks reasonable. And DauGao working himself to reasonable army, to reasonable population. Now broke 100 villagers with 60 military. Honestly, not looking too shabby. 3 relics to none.
And he's moving his trebs over to the left, so he's no longer contesting the gold on the right, and MbL is shifting his focus over to the left as well. He's got bomber cannons over there, another castle going down in front of that stone, and Hussar is now completed. Might end up finding these trebs, but the hand cannons are going to be there, crossbows are going to be there, and he'll take out the raids really quickly. So good stuff from DauGao.
Okay, traps. Yeah, not the big issue here. I think crossbow could have used at some. Could have been used at some point. Maybe some raid. Maybe go through the center. Try to find a raid. Still works in some ways. Would love to see ballistics as well, just to give the castle a bit more efficiency. And DauGao doesn't really know how to use his traps right now.
Did DauGao move the relics? I think he moved the relics back over to that other monastery to the left. Unless they were in there from the start. That's really, really nice from him.
Well, it's the 3 relics that were spawning towards the left side, right? So maybe the right one was mainly for monk production, but he never really produced a lot of monks. At least not when he needed them.
Yeah, another castle from the right side from MbL. So DauGao can't shift his full focus over to defending his gold. Really, really nice distraction here from MbL as he continues to mass army over against the left side gold. Leftern gold? Western, eastern, leftern, rightern?
You're right on
bottomer.
Would love to see some cavalry as well from our Burgundian player. Maybe some has as an option. Obviously, no bloodlines might hurt us, but 32 on gold. I could even dream of something into the cavalier direction. Maybe some costiers. We have 2 castles. Has a raid back at it again, and just feels like MbL not really inspired with his play right now. Just feels like the same thing over and over again. DauGao has the answers for now, but it's also not like DauGao is advancing in any way.
He does have 2 sneak villagers way behind enemy lines.
Ooh, 3.
I think there was that's a waypoint mistake, and I don't know how they even got there. They must have gone all the way across the center, That's kind of crazy.
Sick.
I think Shirvamsha's here from MbL would be really nice.
Against hand cannoneers though? Ah, Shirvamsha's. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, the Hussar is working, though. You can't fault the Hussar. They've killed so many villagers. Look at the eco KD right now, nearly. 62 to 5 as MbL comes in for the bomber cannon. He's not going to get them, I think, the Hussar. Oh, no, the Hussars do snipe 1. He's adding in more ranges, so Skirmisher. Skirmisher Hussar. The occasional chakram.
Okay, some bombers as well. Just try to trade those off here, and MbL is so active with those. But yeah, we see DauGao also fighting this one off. Another TC at the bottom. I don't think this is really the most important area there, or is DauGao stuff for wood? No, not yet.
This is going to be a really difficult position for DauGao to fight back. MbL can get that Treb stack up in the north there. And if DauGao wants the bomber cannons in the front to micro down the Trebs, he's going to have to go from the left side that's more open. The right side is too clogged with all this golden nonsense. Over here, the villagers and mining camps and whatnot. So I don't think he can defend this castle, to be honest. The terrain just isn't right for it.
Yeah. Defense is really tricky. Maybe, actually, what could work is just 3 docks and try to slightly get water control back. Just 1, 2 demos thrown in, 3 fast fires. Like, it just
you need gold for that though, and now you need to focus all your attention on not losing your gold income.
Farmiko is shockingly bad, and DauGao calls it.
Wow. MbL just on top of his game. 2 sweeps in a row.
Sick.
And 2 dominant. Like, I mean, of course, sweeps are going to be more or less dominant, but not really a doubt at any point in these games here that MbL was going to win.
Yeah, Arabia felt like at minute 5 full control, or minute 7.
Maybe the Kawasong game at the very beginning when the scouts were killing for DauGao.
Yeah, true.
But that's about it.
Sick.
And MbL's qualified again, and
Nice.
Honestly, you love to see that.
Yeah.
As an Age of Empires fan, like one of the most dynamic players that we have in terms of style.
Yeah.
Very different from others. So you'd love to see that. And I'm a huge MbL fan.
Yeah.
Always have been. Probably always will be. So I'm very, very happy for him.
One of the most entertaining ones for sure. And I think we will jump over there to offer an interview if he is ready for that. Big congrats to him. And yeah, I can only agree. I think it's really good for the main event to have him there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's jump over there. He's already ready.
Okay, cool.
Hey, yo, MbL.
Hello, how is it going?
I think we will wait for 30 seconds so that the others can join as well.
Okay.
But you seem to be in a good mood.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
It's nice. What can I say?
All people are dwindling in at one point, so let's just go for it. You were very vocal multiple times on different like Twitch channels that you were really nervous, that it meant a lot to you. Maybe for some people that weren't on those Twitch chats or maybe at other times. Like, how important is qualifying for you here?
It's very important. I mean, I don't want to miss out, so I never want to miss out on big events. It would be devastating not to qualify. So it's good now. All good.
Okay, I know that you like it was really intense for you. I think you were streaming qualification for Red Bull Wololo 5, right? Or at least for 4. And I was like really surprised how emotional you got. So like this must be even worse for you.
I don't remember, but yeah, it's always nice to win, and like I've been walking in circles in my living room today. Been waiting forever and really tired now. Obviously,
Yeah.
got up really early, so I guess you're really tired too. It's been a long day.
It is. I just looked through the stats. You didn't drop a single map, right? In this whole qualifier.
That's true. The hardest game I had this qualifier was against the 1900 Chinese player. I almost died and no one saw that though. But that was the hardest game. But yeah, other than that, it went smooth.
Okay, sick. Okay, then going into the final against DauGao, how did your preparation look like? Were you scared to face him?
I had some rank games, and those are just random saves, you know. But then I had a set against Hera to prepare how shoals look like. If I didn't do the set against Hera, I wouldn't know I had a tower under my dock, you know, and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the preparation is just that just one preparation just helped me a lot to have an idea of what to do. Yeah.
How did you come up with that demo strategy on shoals?
I did that against single player easiest computer. I just tried to
And did you win?
build. Yeah, I won obviously, but I tried to build just to get his fish and FC, and then forward siege up.
Okay.
So I just saw how I watched Slam DauGao yesterday. I saw that DauGao went for archers and that he went to cast stage at like minute 8. So I was thinking like if I hit cast stage minute 6, I can go for the siege push and take some map control and boom.
Okay. Yeah, makes lots of sense and worked out really well. Like your aggression there was pretty sweet. Arabia, it just felt like you can just explain what happened that game.
I was gonna get momentum with scouts, but you know, when a scout is stuck in the forest, it's not a lot I can do, if you know what I mean. And that's when my panic happened, and I lost all sense of eco upgrades, and I lost sense of where to wall, and I was just panicking there because like my plan was to, if he has Mayans, I'm gonna go early and attack, but when my scout got, I'm not sure if you saw it, but my first scout got stuck. And that's huge, like I couldn't really do anything. But after that I got some skirms, got control of the map, and when I kill his first army, it's good.
Yeah.
And it's really strange he didn't have like 3 eagles when he's cast stage, just to have something in skirms. It was really weird how he wasn't like prepared for that. Just walked in and killed a lot of vills, so I was happy with that.
Yeah.
But I was expecting 3-4 eagles, you know.
Yeah, only one without upgrades. We were a bit surprised as well. Then we went into Frigid Lake, where you played Hans against Magyars. And he got a lot of aggression out there with all his Magyar scouts. How did you weather that storm?
Well, I open archers and I play some defensive spearmen while I go forward with some archers. Try to do damage, and when he's not looking at the attack with his scouts, I try to snipe his scouts with my spear at home. And then he got into some skirms because I have faster archer production, because I got archer range first, and when he skirms, I go scouts. And then I killed his water, I got some fish, and I just kept pressuring.
Okay, so basically you load into the game, and you planned the game out, and everything happened exactly like you wanted to.
No, because when I see Magyars, I don't want to go directly scouts against Magyars. I want to go archers if I see Magyars, because I'm gonna die if not. So archer first, try to defend with some spearmen. I know it's gonna be like a little while until he has 2-3 scouts, so I can start walling up a little bit. But it's definitely hard with Hans. You get house wall and stuff like that, and yeah, it's tricky. But I felt like it was okay. Yeah.
Okay. And then Kawasan, again a game where he got into a lot of scouts and a lot of pressure. Like, did you ever feel the heat there that he would break you?
No. I had a lot of spearmen, I had the water, I was fine, but I didn't expect full scouts. At some point, I took a bad fight, I think, and then I was like, this is problem, but it's... I can solve it, you know?
Okay. Sometimes I'm not sure if I want to be in your brain or not. But yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so then you are going to the main event. What are you most looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to meet the players. I'm looking forward to play the tournament. I'm looking forward to see the seeding of the tournament. And yeah, I just I'm looking forward to everything, man. Like meeting my people, eating Heidelberg ice cream, you know, like that stuff's good.
Okay.
Nice. And just good vibes, you know.
It's going to be colder than last time, though.
Yeah, that's nice too, because it was kind of hot.
So. Okay. And what's your goal? What are you aiming for the main event?
I want to see the bracket first, but I can, like, if I'm against Hera, Liereyy, Viper in the round of 8, I'm gonna go for 8, top 8. If I'm against anyone else, I'm gonna go for semifinals again.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so your goal is get out of group stage and then look at the brackets. Nice.
But it's just single eliminations and like round of 16, round of 8, semifinals, finals, right?
Thank you, MbL, but no.
It's not?
No, it's not.
Oh, cool.
It's group stage into...
They changed it?
They changed it. Players chat, information, public information.
Yeah, I work, you know, I can't do
I can't read when I'm getting tagged. Add players, major change, read this.
You're full-time.
I'm full-time reading messages. Yeah.
I have 4,000 Discord notifications. What do you want me to do? How to keep track of that?
I'll just mark or read the important ones. Get an assistant.
I don't know where to do that.
Have my Discord account and give me, like, just pay them $25 to read all your Discord messages and hand over all the important ones to you. I'm sure some fanboys would do that.
I don't know how to do it, okay?
You don't know how... Okay.
It's not that easy. Can you stop bullying me? It's
Thank
not
you,
fun.
MbL, for your great set. Any other people with questions for MbL? Nova, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Dave was happy.
Sorry, I was literally just chirping you while I was muted.
Okay.
It's not that easy, Nearly. It's super normal.
Have you seen the Norseman? They talk like this. It's so funny. Like I can speak Norwegian.
Come on, man.
The Norseman is so
I love
good.
that series.
Oh, you do?
Congratulations, MbL.
No.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I saw the whole thing.
Awesome.
All right.
You're crazy,
Congrats, man.
MbL, and
Well played.
that's a sweep, dude. And you did it convincingly. I don't think there's.
Yeah, but feel for Dogao though. He had a headache today, and
Yeah.
I feel for him because it's hard to play with a headache, for sure. So feel sorry for him, but hopefully he's better next week. I'm sure he can qualify. He plays really strong, so he's
Well,
still
congratulations, man. I'm looking forward to seeing you again, even though you aren't apparently looking forward to seeing me again. But
I am.
it's gonna be a great time, man. It's gonna be a great time.
I am
You're
looking
in.
forward. I'm in.
GG's,
That's good.
congrats.
Thank you. See you guys. Have a good one.
Congrats.
Thanks.